When it comes to a charism cannot be defined, but you can just maybe explain a bit because it is something big, no? It is a gift from God. So this healing charism, that is a gift that was given to Mother Anna Dengel and then shared with us, and we carry it along. For me, I mean, the society has defined it in different ways. But for me, healing charism is about following Christ the healer. And in following Christ the healer, it means forgiveness, it means reconciliation, it means compassion, it means care in all aspects of our life. So to be a healing presence is about bringing that hope that maybe some people may have lost in their lives. And it is, I think, Miriam Teresa Winter summarized our charism, which Anna Dengel said from the first gospel on the 30th September when they started our congregation, that let your light shine so that others may see your good deeds and give glory to God. So it is really for a medical mission sister, it is about letting that light shine. And for me, from whether it is from African culture, whether it is from science, as Anna Dengel says, you need to weave science and what? Spirituality, and I add on religion. It is about that first light, no? The light that God created, the light that is Jesus, that we let shine in our lives so that others can get healed, so that by also our way of life, living in the liminal space, living a counterculture. So it is all about a way of life. That is what I can say, living our simplicity. So, but mainly, really, what attracted me to medical mission sister was that even if people may quarrel in the community, have differences and so forth, there is always that forgiveness. There is always that sisterliness. There is always that care. There is always that compassion. I think that makes us very special, because I had also seen other congregations where sisters even don't talk to each other, don't do what, but following Jesus the healer, you have no alternative. You have to forgive, you have to move on, you have to love. And I think Anna Dengel, when he says that love is the impetus, I can't get all the quotation that directs our way of life and what we do. I think that is very important for me, that in everything, I usually just hear that small whisper within me, just love, just love. Even when I trained also as a therapist, that is it, just love. So that is how I live my life, by just loving, by just being a healing presence. If I make mistakes, or if I do what, I may offend the others, I try to ask for forgiveness so that life way forward may continue, because I know the other person or whatever it is part of me. So that is how I would describe healing charism. But in African culture, it is there. Africanizing it is the same thing it is about. In Africa, if we are, I am because we are, and we are because I am. So there is no way that I can separate myself from the other. So I have always to be that healing presence. If like there is misunderstanding in the family or in the community, they always call for someone, an elder, to reconcile people. So for us also, like I remember even in our community here, we had some misunderstanding. We had to call a third person to come and reconcile us so that we move on with life. So I look at it as that way. as really being a healing presence is about oneness. It's about that knowing that we are interrelated, and we need to live a counter culture so that we can heal the nations, we can heal the communities. So it is like to be a sign of contradiction in many ways, yes. I came back here to Uganda now after 17 years out of my country. I requested to come back here. So I started teaching at the university. I was teaching them counseling. And then I was also working at a rehab center as a supervisor for the counselors, because I had done also supervision, and I had also done a course in spiritual accompaniment at St. Barnabas in England. So I was doing all that and giving some retreats. So it was nice that I found a center. Somehow I also looked at this pioneering spirit of Dengel. Even in where I was working in Nangina, I had to pioneer to set up a whole medical record department where at least at a click of a button you could get the client's information and all that. So when I went also to Serenity Center, a rehab center, I found they were closing it. And actually one Jesuit, who was the chairman, told him, "What do you think you are? You are just coming here and you think you are going to resurrect this center? I give you 6 months." So I said, "No, just give me 3 months," because I had read the evaluation, the report they had done. And I saw it was just about the staff, about just supervising the staff, making sure they do their work, and teaching them more and educating them more about addiction and all that. So I said, just give me 3 months. And actually within 3 months, the thing was functioning. Because I used to supervise them 2 days a week. One would be teaching, and the other would be looking at their client work and all that. So it resurrected and it flourished. And we went to India, South India, where Sister John Chukampura was, the addiction center, TRADA. I looked at it. We came back here and built a center with the Father Brenda and Emir here, and it is now there flourishing. I left there in 2014 when I was elected as a district coordinator, unity coordinator. So I did also a Laudato Si training, animators course. And then also with our sister Ellie from the Netherlands, she had given us an 8-day retreat in ecology. So I also pioneered now in giving retreats in Laudato Si, and also going to other congregations and at the Association of the Religious, teaching them about Laudato Si, giving them workshops and so forth. So that is something I also pioneered here, and it is now flourishing. Many other people are doing that also as I go away. So I think those are some of the areas I have done here, and at the university I stopped teaching. But I accompany people, no? So they just know Josephine is there. So if they have priests who are difficult, they will only bring for me difficult priests, difficult sisters, or sisters who are going, "Oh, you take them to Josephine, they will have a smooth transit." Or she might help them to, or the priests, she might put sense into them to come back to their commitment back to their vocation, something like that. So that is what I usually continue doing, and it is, for me, I feel that it is supporting the church here in Uganda, and also I facilitate chapters. At times very difficult, but somehow they move on by God's grace.